A kid I come in, he's talking to his brother, saying, "Look, it's the chocolate man." I never seen a dark skinned person, in person.
Lucky guys.
I thought I just busted out laughing. There was nothing else I could do, man. Chocolate man. But that's what he saw, you know. I'm not offended at all. I thought it was funny. I just tell him the chocolate man's gonna get you. He'd take off running and come back.
Probably educational though.
Oh yeah.
That way, if he's ever out in the wild and sees any chocolate people, he knows to run.
Yeah, good idea. Depends on the chocolate people, you know. Reminds me of drinking out of a can. Reminds me of the beer days years ago. I was I was playing at this bar in Allen Park for I don't know for a year or so, every weekend, and I was drinking beer and I started gaining some weight, you know. So I decided, oh fuck it, I'll drink something else. I started drinking like doing shots. Jesus Christ! One time, man, there was about 6 or 7 shots lined up for me at the bar. People bought me drinks. I got fucked up, man. Then I start playing slow and shit. I said I'm not doing that anymore. Getting that high.
Dude, every time Seb would do crack, we'd go through our set in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
A 30-minute set.
Well, one time my friend Colleen, she died at a young age, man. Cocaine overdose, but she stole some coke from her boyfriend one time. She wanted to do a line. She had a line. I was playing at the bar at Fort Eureka there, and she put on a line about as big as my baby finger, man. I snorted that one. Man, I go in there, I fucking playing fast. And Dale kept saying, "Slow down, man, slow down."
I did a line that big of fentanyl one time.
Oh, geez.
So this is the time in LA I overdosed and they tried to throw me behind the dumpster or whatever.
Good thing.
Well, no, so me and Dalton, we were doing roofing. We had like a 3-hour walk to go to a job one time.
Whoa.
And it was a really rough day. So our friend Alex, he had the connect for like the good shit, but he wouldn't, tell us their number or nothing.
Right.
He kept it to himself, so that way the only way we could get shit through him. So we called him.
Probably tacked a few on or took a little bit.
Well, no, but he gave me shit for free because I was the only person that had like anywhere to stay. I had that rehearsal space. So if people had important shit, they'd leave it at my place.
Yeah.
Like Alex had this. Oh, look at that! Look.
Wow, Daddy Longlegs. Oh, there's 2 of them.
No, that's a shadow.
Oh, shadow. Oh, I thought they were going to be fucking or something. I thought there was 2 of them. I didn't realize this. But yeah, these are. They can do you some harm, but their fangs don't penetrate our skin.
Well, we had a pet one when I was a kid. My dad called it Luther. No, but anyway, we called Alex. We're like, hey man, we need some shit. It's been a long day. In LA, it's illegal to rent out an apartment if it doesn't have a parking space.
Really?
Yeah. So this one lady we were doing a roof for, she had an apartment that was illegal to rent out because there wasn't enough parking spaces. So we were kind of crashing there. And, so it was all full of roofing equipment and a ladder in the living room and shit. And then there's just
like tar.
There's a table in the kitchen. And we're like, if you give us some shit, we'll let you come crash here for a night. So he comes over and he has so much fucking shit. It was like a table like this. Dalton was sitting on this side, I'm sitting here, and then Alex gives us each like these big caterpillar lines.
Holy
fucking
shit.
And Dalton, he just lays one on the table in front of me and one in front of Dalton. And Dalton's like, I dare you to snort that whole thing right now. I was like, I'll snort this whole thing if you snort that whole thing. He's like, all right. So we both snort it, and then I'm out. Like, it was over. And then I kind of wake up, and Alex, he was this kid. He told me he fell out of a tree when he was a kid. His arm got detached, so they had to re-sew it on. He doesn't have an elbow. It's just like a bunch of twisted up thing, and he can't bend his arm.
That's fucking weird.
So I come to, and Dalton's just like out. And Alex grabs him by the collar of his shirt and is smacking him, trying to wake him up. He's like, wake up! Wake up! And he won't wake up. So then we stand him up and he wakes up. And then, he sits back down. I sit back down and I'm out again. And then I wake up later, and I'm completely out. It's like being like really drunk and high at the same time. I was so fucked up, and I'm soaked from head to toe, and just but like I'm not even thinking about it, and everyone's looking at me like they're mad at me. And I'm just like, the fuck, man? I was like, we're high as fuck. We're having a good time. Why do you guys look all bummed out? And they won't even say nothing to me. They're just pissed off. And I sit back down and fucking pass out again. Then we had to wake up and go to work the next day. And Alex left. And then me and Dalton, we go to work all day, and then we're walking around Hollywood later that day. And I was like, why do you guys look so mad last night? That was great. He's like, bro, we tried for hours to get you to wake up. We threw you in the bathtub and turned on the water. You wouldn't wake up. And we thought you were dead. So I picked up your legs, and Alex grabbed your arms, and we were trying to take you out of the apartment to go throw your body behind the dumpster. But then, Alex...
Nice friends.
Yeah, well, we did the same thing to Alex like a week earlier. But
bunch of nice guys.
But Alex had that fucked up arm, and he was carrying the top part of me, and then he dropped me, and my head smacked off the ladder.
Jesus.
So they gave up trying to throw my body away, and they just put me back in the chair.
Jesus Christ, man! Bunch of nice guys.
Well, I mean, why would they? I knew this one kid. He was actually a really nice, like, Mexican junkie kid, and he wound up going to prison because he was with some girl. They did drugs, and she died.
Oh man!
And then now he's in prison for manslaughter because he had the drugs that he shared with her. And it's like, fuck. Yeah, but like a week earlier, Alex came over with some drugs, and we snorted some shit. This was a little 8x10 room with a drum set, amps, all of our clothes and shit, and guitars. So, like, and
you got much room in there, man.
No, not at all. But, people would find milk crates on the street and bring them to sit down on. So
those are hard on the ass unless you got something to put underneath you.
Well, we were always fucked up anyway.
Get the imprint of the fucking milk crate on your ass.
Well, Alex is sitting on a milk crate. He gives me some dope. We do the dope, and then I'm sitting on the drum stool behind the drum set. Like, we're straight across from each other. He's on the milk crate next to my amp. And he had pink eye at the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And, he nods off, and he's just like, sitting there nodded out. And I'm about to nod out, and I'm like, I feel like I should check on him. And I was like, but I don't want to. I just want to nod out. And I'm going back and forth in my head. I was like, do I nod out and just fucking, be high, or do I go check on him? And I'm just looking at him. Something about him just looks like I should check on him. So I was like, fuck, I gotta go check on him. So I get up. I go over there, and I'm trying to, like, shake his shoulder. I was like, Alex, wake up. He's not waking up. I'm like, Alex. And he's sweating so much that his pink eye is sweating out of his eye, like crusting his whole face.
Man,
and I'm
that
like,
must have been gross.
Yeah. And so I'm pushing him, and then, like, he falls over, smacks his head off my amp, and falls on the ground. I was like, God damn it. So I pick him up, pull him back, I'm shaking him. And it's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Alex just died in my place. You gotta get rid of the body and shit. And I called Dalton. I was like, dude, Alex just fucking OD'd at my place. So Dalton comes over. He's like, dude, throw water on him. So
you didn't throw piss on him, did you?
No. I had a water bottle, but I didn't want to, like, get water all over my amp and make a mess and shit. Right. So I took the bottle cap, poured out the water. I filled the bottle cap with water. It was like 3 drops splashed in his face. And Dalton's looking at me, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he grabs the...
That is some firefighters in LA pulling up them plastic garbage bags, throwing it on a fire.
So, we didn't really get him to wake up, so we took him out. On the cross streets, there was this big, giant, fucking castle-looking bank there, and there was ledges along it that we used to hang out on at night. And we took him there and just threw him up on the ledge and walked away. And we didn't know, we were like, well, now, it's not our responsibility. And then we seen our buddy Eric, who was this older guy, and we, didn't tell him about the heroin and shit like that we were doing. He's like, "Yo, you see Alex today? He's drunk as fuck."
He was zoned out on heroin.
Those are so fun times.
I did heroin years ago with my buddy, but I couldn't shoot it up because I was scared of needles, so I snorted it. Man, I didn't like it. We're sitting there talking, and boom, I fucking nod out, and then a while later, I come to my senses. We continue the conversation, and it took me fucking 2 hours to end the conversation. I didn't care for it too much.
I remember people would get so pissed because we'd be all passed around like a book or a magazine with the straw to snort shit. And there was multiple times where I sneezed right as whatever we were doing just went flying everywhere.
We used to do a drug called tea years ago. It's supposed to have been like, well, real tea is like from the cannabinol is actually real tea, and from the marijuana plant. And but this is like artificial shit. But every time, dude, you can tell I was fucking high. Really, whenever I did that drug, I was always like felt like the floor was like cotton. So whenever I walked, I was walking like. Because the floor would sink down. It seemed like the floor would sink down or the ground would sink down. I was always, you could tell I was high as fuck, man, because the way I was walking.
I've never like tripped or anything. The most that's ever happened, like anything close to a hallucination, is we were all doing mushrooms at the loft and like the walls were kind of breathing. And I went to the bathroom, and when I was coming out, I went to push the door open. It felt like it was pushing back. I was like, "Oh!"
I remember one time, back in the late '60s, I did a lot of acid and mescaline. I remember one time in this apartment I was staying at for a while. I was walking down the hall, and the further I walked down the hall, the smaller the fucking hallway got, man. I got over halfway down. I was getting towards like, the end is about 20, 30 feet away from me maybe, and it kept getting smaller, man. I was scared, so I fucking went back the other way again. And another time I was talking to a dead man under my bed. There wasn't nobody there. It was a clump of clothes or something. I thought it was a dead man. I was sitting there talking to him. One time I went to the Grandy
Wait,
Ball.
what did the dead guy say?
Ah, shit, I can't remember now. I was fucking high as fuck. But I remember one time I went to the Grandy Ballroom. I forget which bands were there that night, and I did a hit of acid and didn't get off on it. I waited a while. So then somebody had some chocolate mescaline. It was about the size of an aspirin. And I did that, man, and I got off on both of them. Jesus Christ, I was so fucked up, man. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's like you're dreaming, but you can't wake up. And like you said, the walls move, and the floor would move. And I remember one time I was in a car, and it seemed like we were going like I've seen the overpasses. And we're going down there. I thought I was in an airplane flying. There are some. I don't know if he was a game host on one of them game shows. His name was Art Linkletter back in the '60s, and his daughter was on top of a building. She was high on acid and thought she could fly, and she jumps off the fucking building.
Was she right?
Oh yeah, she splattered all over the ground, man. And he went on an anti-drug campaign big time, man. He was all over the newspapers and the news and all that, painting a bad picture of the drugs, because the dumb bitch thought she can fly. I want to make sure I'm on solid ground before I think I can fly. And that way I only fall down 3 or 4 feet, not fucking 60, 80 feet. Yeah, it just squashed the piss out of her, man. I mean, she splattered all over the ground.
I wonder if that hurts.
It might hurt for just a fraction of a second. That's when you first hit, and then you're not going to remember nothing because your head splats open. Your brain. But I was reading this thing more than once. That when people get beheaded, that their brain actually functions for 7 to 8 seconds after their head's cut off.
That would suck so bad.
Oh yeah, cause oh man, I got my head cut off. There's my body. Fuck, man, I'm gonna die. And then you're dead after that.
I wonder if you ever try to like roll away.
I don't know. I've never tried that. Yeah, that was crazy though, man. I did that shit from about I was like 18 till I was like 21. Did a lot of it, man. I'm surprised my brain still works. Oh, that shit was just, it's hard to describe. You know, like your peripheral vision, everything would like flicker. Everything was like it was like a strobe light. Your peripheral vision, everything was like
Yeah.
a strobe light. Like everything's moving fast and blinking like. And, oh man. And I had a bad trip one time, fucking Ted bought a whole crab. Opened up the I was high as fuck on acid. I opened up the refrigerator. Here's this fucking crab. I thought he was gonna get me. I shut the door, but it seemed
It was
bigger.
alive?
No, it was dead. But you know when you move it from opening the refrigerator door, you
Yeah.
know it jarred the refrigerator a little bit. I thought it was gonna eat me up
Yeah.
and shit, but it like took up the whole inside of the refrigerator.
God
I mean,
damn.
in my head, you know. It was like giant, and I thought it was gonna eat me and shit. I fucking took off screaming out of there. I know some powerful drugs back then, man. Then I quit that shit. And then I did it again back in the '80s. I did when I was making that crummy movie I was in. I did some mescaline a couple times. And then there was this one guy, Jeff, and he was such a fucking asshole. He had a nice, his girlfriend was really pretty. She was so nice. I just couldn't picture those two together because he was just a worthless fuck. Had no manners, you know. I mean, he's just a fucking asshole, man. And his girlfriend was so nice, man. I just couldn't picture them two together, you know. But we used to all do acid by the pool when I lived at Village Green there. We all a bunch of us get together and do some acid, spend a day by the pool. That used to be fun. I miss those days, man. '80s were some of the best times of my life, man. I was playing all over the place and was doing the Tommy Trash show and shit, and man, I just never forget that. Fucking girls were crazy. Well, they still are.
Yeah, not in a good way anymore.
I remember one time this chick picked me up from the bar after I was done playing and shit, and went over to her place, and we're in bed, and then she says, "I never do this." I said, "Me either." She said, "Oh, you liar!" I said, "Well, you liar." The fuck? I don't never do this. Well, you're doing it now, you lying bitch, you know? So I said the same thing. Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, you said the same thing. Fuck you. I gotta stop smoking so much.
And
Damn.
kids are never gonna have those kind of experiences.
No, especially these days, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone's just stuck on their phone, and no one goes out and does anything. Everything's too expensive to do anything.
Oh,
either.
no, yeah, Jesus, man. I'm surprised what it costs to go somewhere now. Or just to go to a movie, you know, costs you an arm and a leg, especially if you buy like that shit popcorn with the fucking sludge all over it. They call it butter. It's just a fucking thick sludge of chemicals, man. And put that on there and call it butter. Not butter at all. I don't even know how they get it to taste like butter. But I used to get some of that microwave popcorn once in a while, you know.
Yeah.
And I opened a pack of it one time to see what was inside. I never ate it again. It looked like somebody just lopped a bunch of Crisco in there and then threw popcorn seeds in it. It was gross as hell. I said, man, I ate all this shit. You know, I said, no more. I didn't. You know,
Yeah, it's like a hard like thing of plastic almost.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's what it kind of looked like, plastic. Probably was. You know?
Yeah.
Probably some plastic in it. I mean, there's not a body that I was watching this thing on YouTube one time. There's not a body of water in the world they said doesn't have some kind of contaminant. Even the most pristine places on Earth still have some kind of pollution in
I know.
the
I think
water.
the Philippines is responsible for like 60% of the plastic pollution in the
Oh
ocean.
yeah, India. Do you ever see India? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I seen some pictures of India the other day. Dude, they just throw garbage everywhere. Everywhere. And then they had this one place where this guy was outside the restaurant. And this guy, they fucking cooked his shit, man. And they scoop water out of this. I don't know, there's like a trough going down the street. And there's shit and garbage and shit floating. And the guy just fucking scoops a thing of that water out and puts it into the food. Oh man, it was gross as fuck. And then after that, they take and put the food they take where they're gonna eat on the ground, and they throw water on it. In the meantime, people are shitting in the streets. There's what 350 million of them Indians just shit on the streets every day. And then they throw some water on it, and then they just plop their food on the ground and they eat it off the ground. Yuck. Fuck that, man. But there's just garbage
You don't eat on
everywhere.
the same ground you shit on?
No, not usually. If I have to, maybe, but that was fucking gross, man. I don't believe they're getting all these CDLs too. Or
Yeah.
guess in California they just pass them out, like just like giving away bubble gum, you know. Get a pack and get your license and a pack of bubble gum.
Yeah. Well, a lot of places, there's this guy on Tucker the other day, a trucker who was talking about it. And a lot of these little companies that they're all from India or some other country, you know, and they just hire people that don't even have a CDL, and then once they get caught, they just shut down the company and open a different one and hire all the same people.
I seen on YouTube the other day this fucking Indian truck driver. It was funny as hell. He was hauling like part of a big giant tree, and it fell halfway off. There's this big branch sticking out. He fucked up every car going down that street, man. Every car got fucked up.
It's so scary, man.
I wouldn't want to be you out there with these fucking guys
I
out
know.
there. I mean, they can't read English. They don't know what the signs mean. You know, they don't speak English. They can't read English, and yet they're on the road.
It's
That's,
almost all of the truckers, too.
that's fucked up, man. Nothing against Indian people.
That's what my buddy Graber said is, like last year he was hauling freight just in a cargo van, and he said they underbid everybody. So like the same rates you'd get in the fucking 80s and 90s are the same rates as today.
Wow.
But gas is so much higher,
Oh,
everything's so
yeah.
much more expensive. He said you can't, bid more than $1 a mile. Because the Indians and the Russians, they bid 30 to 50 cents a mile. So it's like, how are you going to compete with that?
You can't. A lot of Russian truck drivers too.
Mm-hmm. There's last time I was did over the road when I was there for orientation for the company. A lot of guys there were talking about when no one else will hire you, you go to the Russians. And they're like a really pain in the ass to work for, but they set up all these companies out here where they have this, it's basically the same kind of thing, just hiring people that aren't qualified and paying them nothing, And the guy who I was talking to that was mainly talking about that, we had to take our drug test where they shave your arm and take some of your hair.
They shave your arm when to get the hair off your arm. Yeah, like, them hair tests can go back 20 years.
Mm-hmm. And, well, it's like 3 or 4 months, the one they do. And, we're at the motel. He comes out, he's like, yeah, man, something's fucked up with the drug test, blah, blah. I was like, oh, what happened? He's like, they said they found something. I was like, what do they think they found? They think they found meth. And this guy did look like he did meth,
okay.
I said, oh, that's weird. He's like, oh, the only thing I can think of when I was in Thailand, I was eating this, some kind of thing, and blah, blah. He's trying to blame it on some herb or something,
Well, like poppy seeds, if you eat poppy seeds on like a bun or something, that can show up.
Yeah, but meth, that's different.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different.
Because them poppy seeds are going to show up as opiates.
Right.
The meth, I
No,
don't think any leaf is gonna show up as crystal meth. You know?
No, crystal meth is crystal meth.
Yeah. It's not like crystal meth comes from some plant that you know.
Yeah.
I remember my grandpa accused me of making meth when I was 16 because
Really?
I was driving his truck. He had the Chevy S10 that I loved. So he had his Camaro, which he kept in his heated garage and stuff. And then he had a Chevy S10 he bought. And he let me drive that around everywhere. Well, it had I think he checked the coolant and left the cap unscrewed.
Oh,
So it was leaking coolant, from just falling out the cap.
right.
So he's like, he put two and two together. He's like, oh, well, I heard on the news that, antifreeze is used to make meth. And my antifreezes went down, and Dell's been driving the car, so he's been making meth. He called the cops one time. He went to Home Depot to get cereal. And he came out, and his car was parked right in front. So he thought I walked to Home Depot and stole it.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
so he calls the cops. The cops pick him up. And as they're driving through the parking lot, he sees his car.
Is he the one that he did? You were telling me one story about him. Something about he wrecked his car or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, well, he'd always get wasted as fuck and go driving around
Yeah,
in
you
the
were
Camaro.
telling me that.
And
Yeah.
he'd always bump it into shit, so the paint would get scratched off. So he'd always have to take it in to get the bumper repainted. So he had a rental car during one of the times he was getting the car painted, and he had to give my mom some paperwork about something. So I went over there, and he just has this miserable look on the face. And I walk in the door. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Del, go look in the garage." And I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Just go look." I was like, "Okay." So I go to the garage. I look. In this rental car, the hood was smashed up over the windshield.
Holy shit!
Like there's no way you could see out of it if you were behind the wheel at all. I was like, "What the fuck happened, Grandpa?" He's like, "I don't know. I had a couple beers before I went to the doctor, and I came home, and I know I bumped somebody, but I thought it was just a little fender bender, so I kept going." And I was like, "How'd you even see enough to get home?"
Holy shit!
The hood was over the windshield, like crumbled up and shit.
Oh man, you must have hit something damn good.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't a person. Picking hair off your bumper and shit. Pieces of scalp.
And then I totaled my car leaving my grandpa's that day.
That day?
Yeah, right from there. After that.
Bad luck rubbed off on
No, well, I had my girlfriend with me, and I was supposed to turn on the West Road where my mom's office was, but I accidentally turned on a Van Horn. My girlfriend's like, "How's my hair look?" And, I always just say, "Oh, it's fine." But you don't look. You didn't even look, So I was sick of getting bitched out for that. And I guess there was a pickup truck in front of me that was stopped, but their brake lights weren't working. So, I turned my head, and I was like, "Oh, it looks fine." Turned back, I'm fucking feet away from this pickup truck.
Oh, man.
And BAM! I smashed into a pickup truck. Pickup truck smashes into a van. And, my van was totaled.
Jeez, it's all because of her hair.
Yeah.
I know this one bitch I went out with years ago. We were going to a wedding and her grandma did her hair. She, "How you like my hair?" I said, "I don't." She started crying. I said, "It looks awful." And she started crying worse. I said, "Well," she started saying some shit about me. I said, "Well, you asked me, you asked me something, you're going to get an honest answer. And it looked like shit, You want me to lie to you, one time I went to, I think it might have been my half-sister's wedding or something, one of them. And there was these two hot Mexican chicks. Oh, they were hot as fuck. And then she asked me, "Would you go out with them if you weren't going out with me?" I said, "Hell yes." And then she gets mad at me. What the fuck? Why ask me, Girls do some dumb shit sometimes.
I had a girl get mad at me because I wouldn't have a threesome with an IHOP waitress.
Really?
Yeah. The IHOP waitress was a redhead. And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And
The natural redheads, I don't really particularly like natural redheads. Usually they have a bunch of freckles and stuff, and Yeah, I'm prejudiced. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm fucking redheads.
They're all pink and stuff.
Well, I went to school with this one chick. She was a natural redhead. She was plastered with freckles, man. Just, I mean, they were just, her whole face was all freckles, and her neck and shoulders was just all freckles. I guess years ago, some people used to think that was cute. You know, the freckle face shit. Isn't there that little Debbie, doesn't that little bitch on the snack cakes or something, doesn't she have freckles?
Yeah.
Little bitch. Fucking beat the bitch up. It'll be a big Debbie by the time I get through with you. Fucking lips would be real big, nose all swelled up.
I think Ronald McDonald does too.
Oh yeah, I bet he's fucking.
Wendy.
Well, I was just gonna say, I bet Ronald McDonald was fucking Wendy, and that's how come they got that other little bitch. Little Debbie, that's where she came from. Ronald McDonald's fucking Wendy's bitch, and they got the other little bitch from that. They're all related. Dirty fuckers. Ronald McDonald.
I was afraid of that shit when I was a kid. My first memory is a nightmare I had about Ronald McDonald.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I was like...
Oh, is that the one with the balloons or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so fucking, I had a friend Tyler in preschool or whatever. This is the only memory of the apartment we lived in, too, is this nightmare. And, I was in my room with him, and there was all these, like, floating Ronald McDonald heads that were like floating like balloons, which I was also afraid of. And he opens the door, he's like, I'm going out there. I was like, no, Tyler, no. He runs out and disappears and then they all start fucking floating into my room and stuff,
Holy
laughing
shit.
at me and shit.
That's crazy, man. Oh, fucking Ronald McDonald. I know one time I was just smoking weed one time. And I went in Kentucky Fried Chicken there on Telegraph. And there's the Colonel sitting there. I said, "Hey man, how you doing?" And I walked up to the counter, and I turned back and I said, "How you doing, man?" And it was a fucking mannequin like her.
It was a statue.
Yeah, but it looked so fucking real. And he was sitting down and shit, had a cigar in his fingers, and I think it was a cigar. And I thought it was real, when I first walked in. I wonder why he wouldn't answer me. And then I got closer. I said, fake. Fucking fake human. They're taking over.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't believe that. I don't usually, even with weed, I don't usually drive, especially anymore.
Man, my friend said I was better driving drunk than sober. I was the best drunk driver they ever knew.
I got drunk one time. I spent my whole paycheck and everything. All my extra money I spent. This fucking bitch at the barmaid was flirting with me and shit. She was hot as fuck, man. I spent all my grocery money and everything. I was drunk as fuck, and I don't know if Dale was any better or not, but coming down Southfield, I drove the wrong way down Southfield, man. I went into the oncoming traffic lane. I'm glad I didn't get caught. I never drove drunk after that.
Oh, dude, one of the first times I ever, drove and had my license and shit, take my mom's car, and I go pick up Yuri to go to the mall. We go to the mall, and then going back to Flat Rock, we get to Eureka and Telegraph. I was like, fuck, what do I do here? All the traffic seems to be... It's weird. It says you can't, pull forward and turn left.
Right.
He's like, yeah, you just turn left. So I turned left on the Telegraph the, northbound fucking... And there's semi-trucks coming toward me, honking and shit.
Jesus.
We're like, oh my God! And luckily there's that CVS or whatever there. Yeah. And that strip mall with the parking lot. So I was able to whip into there. And we didn't even say anything for 5 minutes. We just sat there in the car parked
Getting your breath back, yeah. I have a close call. That happens, man. There was a guy in front of where I live at over there. He was on his bicycle. He crossing Telegraph and got squashed by a semi.
Squashed.
It ran over him. It just didn't hit him. It ran over him. I mean, he was as squashed as this bicycle was, man. I didn't look or anything. I didn't see it. I heard about it later. I heard all the sirens out there. I asked one of my neighbors, going, "Oh, some guy got squashed by a car." I went, "Holy fuck! What a way to go!"
I wonder what that feels like.
Like when I got, I don't even when I got hit by a car. I didn't remember. I didn't remember anything. All I remember was crossing the street and some fucking drunk guy came out of the bar. It was a weird intersection. Like it was a weird. It was kind of hard to explain. It's a weird intersection. There was a cross. Or the street was going this way, and then there was a cross street coming, but then there was another street. Like it was weird. And he come out of the bar parking lot, didn't stop at the stop sign, and my mom told me, "You walked your bike across the street." So my older half brother walked his across. I mean, rode his across. I walked mine. That fucker hit me, and then I went fly. Evidently, I went flying. I don't remember getting hit at all. I don't remember getting hit at all. And then he threw a handkerchief on my face and took off. Probably had boogers and snot on it and shit too. That dirty fucker. That's what I get for listening to my mom.
My buddy Bill, he was where we went out to the desert where he owned the houses and he bought a U-Haul truck, an old one. And then later on, like a few months later, he was at a gas station fueling it and he checked something in the hood. Some drunk driver came off the freeway, hit the back of his truck, it snapped his leg in half.
Oh man!
And so Bill couldn't walk for like 2 years.
Holy shit!
And go get surgery and shit. It was fucking terrible.
I watched a thing yesterday on YouTube where these close calls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it was all like cars and trucks and shit. And this one dude, he's just walking down the street and he hears a big crash and here comes this car right at him. Dude, he takes one step and the car just fucking went right, just brushed him, man. Some of these people are so lucky, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they are so lucky. I mean, this one guy, he's in a restaurant or something, and he's standing there, and somebody said something to him, and goes, "What?" And his fucking thing crashed on the ceiling, man. Big fucking, I don't know, some kind of unit. Smashed on the floor right where he was standing, man. It just wasn't his time, you know. He goes, oh, I forgot the name of that channel. I'd like to watch some more of that shit. It's kind of scary. Nobody got hurt, none of this.
I almost killed like 8 people because I was listening to some old podcast of Joey Diaz. It was making me laugh so hard. I could see him. I'm crying. I'm laughing. I'm swerving in the right lane.
Is that in your car or the truck?
The truck. And these people are, getting squished against the fucking side of the freeway as I'm swerving. There's like 3 or 4 different cars.
Don't you ever get aggravated driving?
Oh, dude. That's why it sucks being on camera, and I think one of the reasons why my boss keeps me like, you want to take a vacation?
You're probably cussing everybody out.
Oh, all day. My face is red as hell. You motherfucking faggot! You fucking piece of shit!
And that's kind of suck having all them fucking cameras on you all the time, man.
And then the camera yells at you, too.
I mean, you can't pick your nose or anything in private, you know? God damn. Everybody picks their fucking nose. I know that when I worked for that aluminum store door company years ago, the boss's daughter, we went to the boss, or the owner of the company went to, well, he had his daughter with him, and we pulled up and we were cashing our checks, and the foreman, Tom, says, "Look at that nasty bitch." He's talking about the boss, or the owner's daughter. She's sitting there picking her fucking nose and then eating the booger off. Ooh, she was sitting right in the car eating boogers, man. I mean, we watched her. She wasn't like wiping her boogers. She was eating them fucking boogers.
Imagine what her dentist feels like. He has to go there and like scrape them off
and
the back of her
like
teeth.
out in Grosse Pointe or some shit, you know, that big ass fucking home, you know, and big ass house and shit. They were rich and fucking bitches picking their nose and eating snot, man. Fuck that. Bad enough you gotta swallow
only poor people should do that.
Yeah, really. Especially if they're hungry, you know. A little booger sandwich. I gotta quit smoking so much as I smoke. I'm gonna get one of these when fuck it. These are better than mine. I can make a carton for what you pay for a pack.
Well, I don't buy them because I haven't been smoking so much.
I remember years ago I said, yeah, one cigarette's hit $2 a pack, I'm quitting.
Yeah. That's what all the boomers say they said.
Yeah. I never quit.
Well, I remember when I started smoking, my dad was smoking 6 packs a day. And that was, they were $5 a pack then.
Damn. That's quite a bit of money. Now they're, average is like for the brand names, it's like fucking $9 and $10.
Yeah, Marlboros are $10, $11 a pack. Mine are like $14 a pack.
I'm cheaper. I'm cheap. No, I'm just fucking poor. So I make my own. But I get the natural tobacco.
Remember when I bought the American Spirit tobacco and it wasn't even cheaper than buying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna save some money and
yeah,
start
I'm gonna
rolling.
save some money, and then you just started smoking more. Yeah, you were better off buying them by the pack. Oh.
You know what's funny is these when you open them, they got like a code, like right here. So I go on the website and I scan this code on the website, and it gives me 150 points.
Okay.
And once you get 10,000 points, you get to get a $50 gift card.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, one cigarette equals, $1 or something like that. But
well, but the $50 gift card, that's 50,000 points.
Oh,
every pack is 150 points.
Oh man, you got to smoke a zillion cigarettes to get that.
I was like, and then $50 isn't even half a carton. You know?
I know. About $120 a carton.
Yeah, because they used to do these things where you scan it and then you get $2 off your next pack.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Then you got pissed off one time because they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, and then certain gas stations, they won't do it. But once you open the thing for them to scan to get $2 off, it's gone. So if you go to a place and they're like, you open it because it's only open for, let's say a minute or two, and then it disappears. Well, if you're standing in line, you're like, shit, I should open it now. And then you get to the counter and like, oh, we don't take that. And then you just lost your $2 off.
Oh, yeah, because you can't use it again?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Yeah, I think that happened to you more than one time. I remember you telling me about that. Don't those cigars taste nasty?
No, I love it.
No, do you?
I like bitter, groundy, earthy tastes.
Mm.
Cigars,
you
black
like
coffee. Yeah. I like it to taste like I'm licking a rock.
The underside of a rock. All the shit and bugs and them fucking bugs that hide under rocks. Well, people used to call them curly Q bugs or some shit. Girls did.
Oh, roly-polies.
Yeah, roly-polies. That's what they
Curly Q bugs.
Well, they had some kind of cutesy name for it,
Curly Q. And I was like, what the fuck bug would that be? A curly Q.
Well, it was some stupid girl's name, I think. Like, I hate when girls say thingy. Oh, give me that. What's that thingy? Fuck you and your thingy, bitch. Slap her upside the
No, but
head.
okay, I understand how annoying that was, but now girls like, sup, dude. It's like, no, go back to saying thingy. And
yeah.
Like, what's up, bro?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're fucking awful now, man.
Yeah.
They're
going like,
like,
what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And it's like,
these liberal bitches and black chicks, I seen a thing, it was a worldwide poll, worldwide, on who the most unattractive people are on earth. Guess what they said?
What?
Chinese men and black women.
I think black women are the hottest.
And that's what the polls were worldwide. Said black women and Chinese men. I don't know why.
I don't want to get in trouble again.
Me either. Because we can't say certain things. It's not politically correct anymore to say certain things. Well, back when I was growing up, man, I mean, people just said everything, and nobody got offended about nothing. Like there was this guy Bob Brown. He lived over on Jefferson, right by Calvary, and my stepdad. He'd come walking down the street. Hey, you goddamn hillbilly, how in the hell you doing? And fuck you, you goddamn Polak. I mean, that's just the way they talk. How's the fucking hunky doing over there? And that's what they called Hungarians back then, hunkies. And how's that fucking hunky over there? And blah blah blah. Yeah, that motherfucker's doing all right. But yeah, that's just the way everybody talked back then. And now everybody's.
It's like that scene from what was it, Gran Torino?
Mm-hmm.
The Clint Eastwood. I was teaching the kid, oh, you fucking Polak, oh, you goddamn Irish.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's how men talk to each other.
Yeah, well, that's the way it was back then, man. Yeah. I mean, and it's just the way it was. That's the way people talk. Now everybody's so offended by everything. Don't call me that. It hurts my feelings. Fuck your feelings.
It's verbal violence.
Or verbal violence. Well, the best one I heard was the mental rape. Mm-hmm. Mental rape. Fuck you. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee here. Okay. We had that stuff, that creamery stuff it's got enough sweetener in it or whatever.
Yeah, well, I used to drink that when I was a teenager. I had a friend, Dale, he used to use that. I just remember it being so fucking good. The vanilla. And then there's another one, hazelnut.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Oh, me too. That was really, I was using that for quite a while, but then I read the label. Mm-hmm. I said, no, I'm not using it no more.
That's the thing about them popsicles. It's all just chemicals in there. Yeah. And it's like, but it's so hot out.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. What color was that? I didn't like the blue one. Yeah, but the orange was good. The lemon or the lime was really good. And the orange was good too, man. I like that one. That blue, I don't know what was supposed to be, some kind of berry or something. That was okay. I mean, I'd eat the fuck out of them. I think I had 4.
Have you tried grape yet?
No.
I like grape. I like all, like it's just, it's sugary and cold, it's good. I grew up with those things. My dad used to buy those for us all summer.
Did he?
My dad wasn't into reading labels or shit, though. He just assumed what everything was, like, oh, it's just Kool-Aid, it's just sugar and water.
Well, when I was in that apartment, man, it freaked me out one time. I made a thing of Kool-Aid. I made it the night before, and it was nice and cold in the fridge, and I was drinking it all day and shit. And so I'm making some more, and I'm pouring a cup of sugar in it. I said, Jesus Christ, I just ate a whole cup of sugar.
Yeah.
In the last one.
Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be more unhealthy for you than cocaine.
I'd rather do the coke. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't realize this. I just ate a whole cup of fucking sugar. And that's why I started buying the sugar-free shit. I was pretty young. I was 20, 26. I think I was right after I moved in there. But I used to make my lemonade, boil lemons and stuff, and then I put them I'd get a funnel and pour it into a gallon milk jug. Then I'd take I'd take a lemon and a lime, not dice them up, but section them up. Then I'd take the lemon or the lime and, like, say this is the neck of the gallon jug. I'd take the lemon or the lime and scrape it really hard on the lid, and all the pulp and shit went in there. And that was some good ass lemonade. I call it lemon limeade because that's what it actually was. But yeah, those regular coffee cups look like some kind of faggot shit. It did. It looked like something a faggot would drink out of, with the little handle. And this got a handle you can put your...
Like some old Englishman,
Yeah. Just careful, a spot of tea.
Yeah.
Spot of tea. Fuck you. Oh, you like the spots of tea, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I drink tea all day.
I get up in the morning, I like a spot of tea.
I get black coffee in the morning. I can't drink too much black coffee, otherwise my stomach starts hurting, so I get kidney stones.
I can't drink black coffee.
And then for the rest of the day, tea with lemon and a fuck ton of honey. It's basically honey with a little bit of tea.
Yeah. Well, real honey tastes good, man.
Yeah. It's so expensive, dude. That little bottle I got up there, like this big, is $15. I gotta buy like one of those every 2
Well, I
weeks.
did that with my olive oil. I watched a thing on YouTube about olive oils and stuff, and the one I thought was good wasn't. It was a mixture from different countries and blah blah blah. And this one I got, it's straight from Italy, you know, and it's like they use the pure virgin olive oil, and it's processed in a certain way, you know, that it's all perfect and stuff. So, you know, this way at least I know I'm getting the benefits from it, you know. They say to drink a teaspoon of that or a tablespoon of that a day or some shit, but I couldn't do that. Just grab the bottle and take a swig of olive oil.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting the good olive oil, but I love the spray stuff so much. It doesn't smoke as much, you know, and
Yeah.
shit. And then I hate using the olive oil with eggs. It just,
Oh, really?
yeah, I can't stand the taste.
Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
If I use the spray stuff, the taste doesn't get in there, but like the olive oil that I pour in the pan for like steak and stuff, it makes the eggs taste weird.
I don't know. I don't know. It don't bother me at all. Maybe my taste buds are shot from smoking all these years.
That's another thing. I need to get mouth surgery.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. And then like you know, having my gum problem causes heart disease. And
No shit.
yeah, like last night I couldn't sleep because of my chest pains and stuff.
Ah,
And I'm like,
dude.
and then smoke, like nicotine in general, you know, shrivels up the blood vessels, and that stops like all the fighting from everything or whatever. But dude, it's like $1,500 a tooth just to get the surgery I need. So I'm sitting there thinking, I asked Grok to go through all the dental insurance stuff, and there's one thing that's like $20 a month, and you can go into it immediately, but it only covers like 20% of the surgery. And I was like, well, there's no point in me having it then.
No.
So then there's another one that's $50 a month, and I can get my teeth cleaned immediately. 6 months I can get this baby tooth removed that's falling apart.
A
year I can get the surgery.
And then sometimes it's like 2 years before you can get dentures or whatever. You
Well,
know.
not only after a year, I have to wait a year to get surgery, but it's going to take multiple surgeries. So I can only get one surgery a year. And it's going to take like 5 or 6 years in a row of getting surgeries. And it only covers 50% of the surgery. Because you're only allowed to, they'll only cover $1,200 worth of shit a year.
Oh, man, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's not even a tooth.
You're right, yeah. So, it's like, well, what the fuck? The only hope I have for anything in life is to get rich anymore.
Yeah.
It's like everything's so expensive that you're either rich or you're fucked. You know,
Yeah.
you can't have kids, you can't have a house, you can't have anything unless you're a multimillionaire.
Well, I got a bunch of doctor bills when I was in the hospital. I got a bunch of doctor bills and shit now that they're getting ready to go to collections and stuff. But as soon as I'm going to make partial payments to like 3 of them or whatever, and then that way. Then I got a bunch of notices from Brownstown that my taxes, I didn't pay taxes in 2022. They say I owe them like $120 or $127. I thought I paid them fuckers. But
Taxes on what?
The house taxes. Well, not really house taxes. I basically I got to pay taxes on because I have 2 sheds. And that's improvements. Those are improvements on leased property.
DeSantis, I think that bill went through no property taxes in Florida.
Yeah.
For certain income.
Oh, you see that Stop Nick Shirley Act passed in California.
Yeah.
Dumb fucking liberals. Jesus Christ, they're fucking pathetic, man. I mean, that's taking your, like, say you post some shit about one of them scammers and you can go to jail. Fuck that. That's against the fucking Constitution.
Well, in England, all you have to do is say, I don't like that the country is being invaded by migrants, and you go to jail.
Yeah, 2 years. Well, you can get 2 years in jail for like reposting stuff. So one guy just reposted. They sent 9 cops to his fucking house.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
He didn't even create the post. He just
No, he just
reposted it.
reposted something that was already posted. That's fucked up. Australia's getting real bad too.
Oh yeah, Australia's been kind of bad. Australia, Canada, the UK.
Now, New Zealand's a different story. They're doing okay so far. Yeah, the UK is really bad, man. You got all these illegal migrants. Well, there's legal ones too. Like in Germany, France, those countries are fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, they're totally fucked. I mean, they're interviewing these Indian guys, and the one Indian guy says that he already raped 3 women. He already raped 3 women. They're planning their 4th one.
Are you doing an interview?
Yeah. Basically, well, some YouTuber was interviewing him. Yeah, and he said they've done 3 rapes so far, and they're planning their 4th one. And then, you get 3 or 4 of them together. One guy holds the arms, one guy holds the legs, and the other guy rips their clothes off and shit. And then they all take turns raping her, and then sometimes they beat her up. There's one of these chicks that was, I think it was in a South American country. She one of these liberals, and she's traveling the country alone, and she ended up. They found her body hanging from a tree upside down with her head cut off. And yeah, she had been raped, severely, brutally beaten, and then they cut her head off after they raped her.
Did they fuck her neck?
Probably, them fuckers.
Yeah, were girls always into that?
Yeah.
No, they are now.
Oh, yeah.
Every single girl I talk to, their biggest fantasy, they're like, I want you to pretend you're breaking in when I'm sleeping and rape me. Every single girl.
That's the #1 fantasy of women.
Has it always been, or is that recent, though?
That's recent.
Okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, I feel like this wasn't always a thing.
No, it wasn't. Years ago, it wasn't like that. But now, yeah, that's the most popular fantasy with women is being raped. Then they get raped, and then they're, oh, please rape me. Oh, poor me. I was raped. Yeah, now, like, say you're with a chick and you reach over to give her a kiss, they consider that sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I mean, back in my day, if they didn't want to kiss you, they'd turn their head away.
Yeah, or slap you or something.
Yeah, but no, now it's sexual assault. I mean, I just don't get it, man. These fucking libs are fucked up. Especially the progressive ones. They're more fucked upper, man. Mental rape. Give me a fucking break. I'll beat you up and then fucking rape you, you dirty bitch. Everything either has to be sugar coated or make something out of nothing, Like years ago, you go to kiss a girl, she'd say no, or she'd turn her head or something, then you beat the fuck out of her and get it anyway. No, just kidding, but. Oh, you can always do that, but no, that's what used to happen. Now it's considered sexual assault, and you don't even have to touch them or anything. Sometimes I'm glad I'm old.
Yeah. I'd rather have grown up when you were growing up.
Oh man, things were so different, dude. Girls weren't all sluts, If you copped a feel, you were doing good, No, Jesus. Even back in the 80s, man, things were changing a lot. Fucking young chicks, they fucking do all kinds of weird shit, One of my neighbors, she was just kind of like a plain Jane girl, She asked me if I was gay because I wouldn't fuck her. I said, no, I should have said, no, I'm just real particular. I didn't want to be mean. Oh, she was something else, man. Nice person and everything. I remember one time I had a hangover that lasted 3 days. She brought me down some soup and stuff. Kind of took care of me when I was sick. Oh
You
man, I
still
was
didn't fuck her?
no. Later I did, but I was like really, when you go so far and you don't have any, and I got weak.
I'm trying to count in my head how many retarded girls I've fucked.
Steve wanted to fuck retarded Patty.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd never, I say the word retarded. I'd never call Patty like a retard. She's a nice person. She can't help the way she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, their neighbors got fucking cameras and microphones all over in her yard. She says Patty talks too loud. She takes them, records Patty, and brings it to the manager. See what I mean? She's all loud all the time. Wants to get him kicked out because she's retarded. She don't like retards, that lady. She's trying to get him kicked out. I guess her brother wants to move into a house. Patty don't want to move.
Why?
I guess she likes it there. Don't believe they had over $750,000 about 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was gone in 2 years. He bought a Lincoln Navigator. I think it was a Lincoln Navigator. But people at work knew him. This one woman, I need $6,000. You think you? Then after he gave it to her, he asked her back. Asked her once to give the money back, and quit talking to him. Started avoiding him. Wouldn't talk to him no more. Same thing. Another guy borrowed $6 or $7 from him. He never seen that again either. He bought all his relatives brand new cars and shit like that. He went through that money. Like I said, they borrow money from me all the time now. They always pay me back. Sometimes it takes a few weeks, but
I need to start playing the scratch offs.
I do the $2 ones. I haven't won shit in a long time. I remember 3 years ago on my birthday, I won $100 on a $2 scratch off. Man, I was happier than shit. I went out to dinner, went and seen a movie. I always used to do that on my birthday. I'd go see a movie and go out to dinner and shit. Now you need to win $1 million to go to fucking movies,
You need to get loaned to fucking buy eggs.
Yeah. Well, I paid like $1.39 or 29 for, I think it was $1.29 or even maybe $1.19 at Aldi's for a dozen eggs. But you buy them fancy ones, right?
Yeah, well, they're not supposed to be yellow.
And you're prejudiced too because you're trying to buy the brown ones.
Yeah.
Fucking racist.
They're Polish.
Yeah, fucking racist. Only buy
no, the yolk's
brown.
supposed to be orange, not yellow.
Mm.
Oh, my uncle sent me a picture the other day because he has chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And he hard boiled one of his chicken's eggs from the store. It's night and day, man.
Really?
Yeah, the ones from the store, it looks disgusting compared to the fucking.
Wow. My half sister, she gets her eggs. She lives in Rockwood there, right off of where the 75. There's a street right after the entrance to 75 there. She lives right down that street at the end of it, around the corner. And she had some dirty eggs sitting out on her counter. I said, man, those are going to spoil. She said, no, they're from a farm around the corner.
There's a farm down there?
Yeah, some farm she goes to.
Do you know how much she pays for the eggs?
I'll ask her.
Yeah.
My phone's
I wonder
upstairs.
if they have beef, too.
Oh, no. But yeah, she gets them there, and I watched the thing on YouTube because they in England they don't refrigerate their eggs, and they say if you like when they're processed and stuff, they wash them off and all this shit, sanitize them, and if you don't do that, then you can just leave them out. That's weird if you just leave them out and then you just wash the fucking chicken shit off them and stuff on before you use them. And I guess it's supposed to be good. Better for you than eggs, like you get out of the store. But they said the real ones have orange yolks.
Yeah, the yolk's yellow. That's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that. You know how much I learned from you?
We both have Google.
Yeah, Insider Edge, yeah. God, I'm 4 years from being 80 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
You're 76?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know, it sucks, don't it? I mean, I don't feel like it up here, you know? And, but yeah, sucks, man. I've outlived everybody. Just about everybody.
You've outlived all my friends.
And that's bad when I outlived yours.
Everyone I went to school was dead.
Jesus Christ. Well, those are because of drugs and shit.
Yeah.
You know, mine are just people unknown from if you call them natural causes. Fucking Gil, man. I felt so bad when he died, man. His brother-in-law called me. Yeah, he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and that's a death sentence, man. He lasted like 2 months.
Ugh.
He was gone. Died at home. Yeah, he was only 62. I know that seems old to you, but it's young to me. Yeah, 62. But damn. And then first, my neighbor next door, Lurch, he was the only person in the neighborhood right there I talked to, pretty much, and nobody else is worth talking to. And there are a couple of people. There's this old lady that lives in the back, and then her daughter lives up front there. They're both really cool. But yeah, that one lady is almost 90 years old. She's like 88 or 89, something like that. She don't look it. She looks like she's in her 60s. But yeah, they're really nice people, man. We talk all the time.
My mom's grandpa, we used to go over his house a lot. He lived to 100, and he was
Really?
still walking around. He liked that fencing, sword fighting.
Oh, yeah,
he was still
yeah.
doing that, and going out
Wow.
dancing and stuff in his
Wow.
90s and shit.
Yeah, if I can get my fucking back fixed, my back is what's fucking my legs up. And if I can get that fixed, I'll be doing fine, man. I mean, I can get by with my fucked up fucking giant knuckles and shit. I can get along with that, do that fine. But man, this back pain just fucks me up so bad, man. And like I said, I got that spine stimulator installed in me. Jesus Christ, that was in me 16 fucking months and didn't do nothing. Big old battery. I remember you saying, "Oh, you're gonna plug into a USB port."
Yeah, I thought you were just, when you had to charge, you'd crouch by an outlet and plug yourself in. You had prongs sticking out of your spine.
They had this belt, and then it had a certain, like a spot on it, you know, like a circle. I had to line that up perfectly with the battery that was inside me, and then I strapped it on. But I had to charge that charger up before I can charge my battery in me. That thing was a pain in the ass. Never fucking was supposed to stop pain signals from going to the brain. It didn't do shit. Maybe my brain wasn't worth it. My brain was malfunctioning.
Oh, well, tell the story about how the doctor fixed it when it hung.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Let me make sure this is... Okay, it's good.
Evidently, there's this thing. I'll just say it's this long, 6 inches long. I'll just say I'm not sure how long it was. But there's wires going to these leads. There's 8 wires. And there's leads on these wires. Well, he said some wires from the top. The first 45 days I had it in, it didn't even work at all because these wires had fallen from the top down to the bottom of the unit in me. So then he gets on the computer. Okay, it's fixed. How the fuck is fucking gonna fix a fucking fallen wire? Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Okay, you're all better now. No, I'm not. Still hurt the same as usual. Then I got this big fucking battery inside on my lower right side, right at my belt line. Every time I tried to wear a pair of pants with a belt buckle, or with a belt, fucking belt would scrape up and down in that fucking battery, man. It fucking irritated the piss out of me. I just wore tie-up pants for fucking 16 fucking months. Hated that, but now I can wear them. I got it taken out of me, man. Thanks to you. Jesus Christ, that thing was awful, man. Didn't stop any pain signals from going to my brain unless my brain malfunctioned or something, which all the drugs I did when I was younger, I'm surprised it still works, but I might get another cup of that coffee. Man, I'm gonna OD on caffeine today.
Luckily, I don't have that Death Wish coffee.
Oh yeah.
That might be possible. When I drank it when I was doing construction, I started drinking that. And one day when I didn't have work, I just started drinking it in the morning. I had a panic attack. I was damn near hyperventilating.
Was there extra caffeine in it?
It's the highest caffeinated coffee there is.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe I ought to try some of that. Remember after I turned 66, a bunch of weird shit started happening to me. Like my hair, I grow hair under here, and I grow my hair here, but the sides of my face, the hair don't grow. And then a bunch of other weird shit happening when I turned 66. Man, it was so weird. Now all this weird shit started happening in my body and stuff. And I don't know if that's a magical age where shit fucks up. It's like I'm glad this thing is out of me though, man, because well, like I said, you were staying with me at the time when because I got this thing put in and I got home and I said, man, I got to piss really bad. I got to piss really bad. And I couldn't go. And then it was 28 hours, I remember, I couldn't piss.
Yeah, I remember taking you to the hospital.
Yeah. And so before that, I started putting towels around my fucking stupid, I'm so embarrassing. I would start putting towels around me so I didn't piss on the couch, you know, because it was just coming out all by itself, man. I couldn't piss. So then I did that for like 3 days or something, and then I said, man, you know, this ain't right. I got to go to the hospital. Well, that's when you took me to the ER, and they said, they told me in there that your bladder holds a quart of urine. They drained 2 liters of fucking piss out of me, man. They said if I would have waited just a little while longer, my bladder would have burst.
Oh.
Then they stuck that tube up my dick, man. God damn, dude. That fucking faggot, he was a little fucking faggot. He was gay as fucking $3 bill. He comes in the room, I was embarrassed, man. They let me sit there in the hospital in fucking piss-soaked clothes. All night I was in there, and the clothes were just soaked with piss. They didn't even put one of them stupid fucking gowns on me, and I just lay there in my pissy clothes all night. Then until they put me in a room, and then I said, I was embarrassed about everything, you know, and I was going to send a chick in there to stick a tube up my dick, man. I said, nah, can I have a guy do it, you know, just be a little more, you know, just a little more relaxing, you know. Until I look up, hi. I was, oh, fuck, not a faggot. You know? Yeah, bigger than shit, a fucking faggot. He was queer as a $3 fucking bill. Hey, oh, boy, we get to put this in you. I go, oh, fuck. In and out of my dick with this tube. In and out for fucking 35 fucking hours. The clock was right there. I was for 35 fucking minutes. Dude, I'm screaming. It hurt so bad. I'm screaming and screaming. And finally, I'm really good at this. I said, you ain't doing too good of a fucking job, you know? Then so another guy comes in there, it takes him about 10 minutes. So 45 minutes of tube in and out of my dick, in and out of my dick. And then so finally they got it in, you know? And then, but the faggot, he's sitting up there, and he's sitting in a chair there, and so anyway, this guy's trying to shove this tube up my dick, and I'm screaming and shit. Then the faggot says, oh, if you want, you can hold my hand. I said, what the fuck did you say to me? I said, you want me to hold your fucking hand? I go, fuck you, you know? I wanted to call him a faggot to his face, but I was polite. I didn't. Well, yeah, the little motherfucker said, I can hold his hand. I said, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? It was a big joke in the hospital amongst the employees for a day or two. They were fucking, I cussed that motherfucker out, man. I was ready to call him a big dick sucker and shit. But I was being nice. I didn't. But yeah, motherfucker. And then my dick's all scarred up inside. Now there's scar tissue in there and shit. Oh, dude, I'd go to that piss clinic and get a new fucking tube up my dick I was supposed to do it every month. I'd fucking miss the appointment because it usually took them 3 or 4 weeks to fucking schedule another appointment. So that way I'd go an extra month, you know, without getting this tube changed in me. And dude, I would scream, man. Oh, God. Dude, that's a whole different level of pain. And it's uncomfortable as it is, and then my dick's all scarred up inside, so it hurts worse, you know? Just because of this fucking faggot. I think he just wanted to play with my little dick, man. He's going, oh, it's not going in. It's not like slapping that motherfucker upside the head. I just felt like taking a glass tube and shoving it up his fucking little dick and smashing it with a fucking hammer. Here, now, motherfucker, you know what it's like. I'm gonna go get me another coffee. I'm gonna be all fucking spazzed out on caffeine here. Yeah, Piggy's gonna follow. When I go home, he's gonna follow me every time, dude. Every time I go to the bathroom, he's in there flopping on the floor, rubbing all over me. Every single time I go to the kitchen, he flops on the floor, rolls around, wants to be pet. I pet him so much during the day, and then he loves when I throw him bouncing pieces of cat food off the table in the living room there. He'll fucking pounce on it. Today he swatted one right up in the fucking air and then pounced on it. He's so funny to watch him do that. But it was so funny, like I said, the first time when he started doing that, I was sitting there and he ate a piece of food off the table and then he dropped one and he batted it around and he batted it on the floor. Then he hunted around, he found it and ate it. Then he looks at me and looks at the bowl, looks at me and looks at the bowl. So I took him through him, and I've been doing ever since. He was a little kitty then too, little kitten then. Poor Sneaky, he fucking chases Sneaky. He torments Sneaky so bad. Kind of funny. See a little cat chasing a big one all over the place. Sneaky tries to get away, but he can't. Then when Piggy really gets a home, Sneaky, he's screaming and shit. I go, God, fucking makes me jump when they do that.
And Sneaky's big and old and fat.
Oh, he's fat as fuck. I keep calling him a fat fucker all the time. Well, he's inactive. That's why at least Piggy, he gets a little exercise, you know?
Yeah.
Now, he's only eating like a little over a half a can of food a day. Sometimes he used to eat a whole can. Then he'll sit there, he'll eat, and then he'd bitch for some more. And then, I'll get him a little bit, just a small amount, and then he'll bitch some more. So he's used to getting food like 3 times when I feed him. So I'm going to try to cut it down to twice, I always tell him, you fat fucker, stop, Damn, his thumb's all fucked up. Fucking clicking over here, and then it's right here down here. That's from that fucking weed whacking, man. God damn, look at this fucking thumb. Lump there. Jesus Christ. Like I said, this thumb looks like it belongs on this hand. Well, I put a pair of gloves on I got for the Renaissance Fair, they were just like a slip-on, just the only thing they had was like a clear, almost like a rubber or something. Then they had these long nails on it, Well, you can see the way my fingers are, they're kind of deformed and shit, so.
They look like fossils.
Yeah, well, when I put those gloves on, all the nails were touching each other because they exaggerated length on them. Like I said, all the nails, when I got up here, all the nails were just all crunched together from my fingers being deformed. As long as they still work, I don't care. Sucks getting old. At least they got my dick fixed now, so I can piss. Well, if I can use it otherwise for something else, I'd be doing okay. And I ain't fucking no 65-year-old, 70, 75-year-old woman. Fuck that.
I told you about the nun I fucked, right?
Yeah.
It was one of the most weirdest experiences ever.
When did she tell you she was a nun?
As soon as I messaged her, I think.
Oh, okay. She wanted to fuck though, eh?
Yeah, nah. She was like stiff the whole time. She had this look on her face, like really surprised, like a plastered grin when I was fucking. She's just,
oh man,
as I'm fucking, I was like, God damn,
like a dead woman or something.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
I was fucking this woman who used to live across the hall from me in those apartments, and she was the first time I ever encountered a woman that squirted, And Jesus Christ, dude, she's having an organism, man, and she's saying, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. I said, man, I got the fucking creeps, man. I'm afraid she had a knife under the pillow or something,
Yeah.
There are people like that,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that scared the piss out of me, man. I don't know. She was getting ready to go to the hospital. She wanted me to fuck her before she went in the hospital.
The nut hospital?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, I was wondering, she got a knife under the pillow? You know,
Yeah.
made me wonder, man. But hell, I screwed the woman across the hall, and then 2 doors down, and then one door over and underneath, and then a girl down the hall. Just in that one small wing, there was 4 chicks, and then plus the woman upstairs, I did her sister too, so that was like 5. Just in that one small little wing. I'm trying to think if there was any more. I don't think so. Yeah, that was crazy. That apartment, man, that was crazy living there. I met so many girls living there. Remember, I met this one chick one time, and I guess she was an airline stewardess or something, and I don't know what they call them now. They probably changed the name for that. But anyway, I said, "What apartment you in?" You know, I'm just being friendly. You know, I'm not telling you where I live. I said, "Well, excuse the hell out of me." I don't know if she thought I was going to break her in her place when she was gone.
Yeah.
I said, well, excuse me, those places were hard to break into. If you broke in that motherfucker, they had a deadbolt about as long as your dick, you know?
Dude, a couple days before I left the apartment in Corktown, I met this girl that lived right across.
Really?
Fucking gorgeous,
Oh,
man. I was
man.
like, I walked past the office up front, and she was in there, and then she comes walking out, and then, you know, she's right behind me going all the way up the stairs. I was like, you got to the last floor, and I was like, oh, you're all the way up here after all them stairs too, huh? And then she turns with me down the same hall. I was like, God
Oh,
damn.
man.
She's like, oh, I'll see you around, blah, blah. I was like, no.
You're moving.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice that one woman down the hall, she had a cat. She put up a Christmas tree. Well, cats and Christmas trees don't mix, man. I had to put a couple anchors in the wall and put some like really thick twine around it so the cat couldn't pull the tree over. I told her, I said, cats and Christmas trees don't mix. They'll swat everything and get tangled up in the wires and shit. That cat would climb halfway, 3/4 of the way up that Christmas tree, man. It loved it. It just laying across the branches and stuff. I never liked fucking Christmas trees. Only time if I got a Christmas tree, if I had a girlfriend or something that liked Christmas trees, I'd put it up and then take it down right away.
Yeah, I think pine trees in general are ugly as hell.
Yeah, they're just too bare. Like, I don't know. I guess that's why they put all the shit on them. You know?
Well, I mean, just driving down the road seeing them,
Yeah.
it makes me sick.
Well, they're boring.
Yeah, and they're just, they remind you of cold and uncomfortable.
Yeah,
You know?
oh yeah.
I remember my dad telling me when he was 15, he's just spending Christmas sitting under a palm tree in California and it's 75 degrees. I'm like, God, I love palm trees, man.
Yeah, when I went to California, I just had gotten there, man. I was tired as hell. I drove for 24 straight hours, you know. And when this guy Doc came out, a friend of my older half brother, he came out. Want to do a line of cannabinol? I goes, fuck yeah, man.
What the fuck is cannabinol?
Cannabinol. It's got a B in it. Cannabinol is it's like part of the marijuana plant. I don't know if they use the pollen or whatever to make this shit with. It's like what people call THC. They used to call THC short for, they used to say T. Well, this is the actual real THC, not just drugs combined. It's all from the marijuana plant. Oh man, I did a line of that, dude. I was just fucking plastered. I was leaning against the palm tree, and I was just fucked up. I looked up at the palm tree. It was a real big one, man. And then get them things off where the branches come out.
Yeah.
You know, they got sharp ridges on them. Like, if I landed under, I couldn't. I don't think I could have stood up. I stand under that tree for quite a while. Then I went in and went to bed. I didn't wet the bed. I went in there and went to bed. I remember when I was little, I had to share a bed with my younger half brother. And he used to piss the bed all the time. Well, then my mom's, they called them rubber sheets. It was actually a thin, probably about 3/8 of an inch thick rubber, regular rubber. And it was a sheet that covered him. So what would happen, I weighed more than him, so I'm on my side of the bed. And that fucker would piss his pants during the night, and then the piss would puddle up around me. I'd wake up all fucking wet. Piss. And I'd go in there and fucking clean myself up and shit before I can go anywhere. I used to get so goddamn mad at him. Piss in the fucking bed. You're fucking 8 years old. Piss in the fucking bed. I'm 12, you know. Wake up with piss all over me. You little motherfucker. I was so goddamn mad at him. He was kind of weird. He used to do all kinds of weird shit. People used to beat him up all the time and stuff. I did too a couple times.
So you didn't defend him?
Oh, he was so obnoxious, man. God, was he obnoxious. Remember one time he hanging out with these Southern boys, and I guess he had a leather vest, and he let one of them use it, wouldn't give it back to him. Hey, man, can you get my leather vest back? Oh, what'd you give it to him for in the first place? He wanted to wear it. Well, I finally made the guy give it back to him, but fuck. And I lived in an upper flat on Service Drive of 75 between Livernois and Crawford there in Detroit. I remember one time I fell asleep on the couch. I had the main door, you know, there was a balcony out there. And I left the main door open all night. Jesus Christ, I woke up, I was all fucking gritty and shit, man. And is what the fuck? The whole living room floor, the couch and everything was covered with grit from the dirt from the expressway, you know, getting in the air. The whole fucking place was just covered with fucking...
Ugh.
I swept up a whole fucking pile. And then I'd open the window sometimes. I left that open, left that door open. Jesus, man, it would fill up with dirt every day. So I just learned to be hot and learn to be hot and sleep in the bedroom. Also, I had air mattress. I bought one of them dollar air mattresses to sleep on.
There's a meme. Air mattresses are for when you want to sleep on the floor, but not right away.
Yeah. And my half brother in California had one of them for a while. And oh no, it was Dale. It was Dale when I went to Vegas. It was Dale that had one of them. I woke up in the morning, I'm flat on a fucking cold ass floor. And that fucking thing leaked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good this does. I just might as well sleep on the floor because during the night, sometime I'm sleeping on the fucking floor anyway. I didn't like it out there that much in Vegas.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how ghetto it was. Everywhere besides the strip is a fucking shithole.
Oh, we went to the casinos downtown. Oh, what a different story, man. What a different story. That downtown with Monica, Dale's friend Monica, she got really drunk. And so Dale's on one side of her, I'm on the other. And I look ahead and there's this store up in front, and there's this Mexican dude standing outside the store. And then so he goes back in the store and comes out, there's like 3 or 4 guys with him. And I know they were talking about us because they kept looking over, you know. So I told Dale, I said, man, we better stick to the main streets and get out of here as soon as we can, because them fuckers are going to try to rob us or something. And they started following us, and then the cops pulled over. Cops pulled us over because Monica was drunk. She had just turned 21 a while before that. And plus a drunk blonde-headed girl with me and Dale, you know. and so they stopped us and wanted, what's her name? I said, Monica, what's her last name, you know? I just had found out. I never knew her last name. I knew her for years and never knew her last name. So I told them, and then they asked her if she was all right and stuff. She just said she had too much to drink and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but those guys, them cops wouldn't have been there. Those guys, oh, they were planning something, man. I told Dale, we better stick to the main streets if we can. You know, sometimes you can sense shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I lived in Detroit, some of them, like in the Cass corridor and shit, I lived there for a couple of years. And you just learn to trust your instincts sometimes, man. You have to. Well, you especially, man. Didn't you say when you were living in them tunnels, they tried to set you on fire?
No, I never... I never lived in the tunnels. I got to Vegas, I called Bill. And it's like, yeah, everyone lives in the tunnels under there. So I'm like, where the fuck is these, how do you get into these tunnels? I'm walking, some other homeless dude asked me for a cigarette. I was like, you know where the tunnels are, man? He's like, yeah, that's where I stay. They fucking poisoned me last night and took my fucking ID and social security card and everything. I have no. And out in Vegas, it's all ran by fucking Chinese or whatever, and they won't let you into a building, if you just look like you don't have a bunch of money, and so he can't do anything. He has no identification,
man.
So he's fucked. And I was like, well, fuck that. I ain't going there. They fucking poison me and take all my shit when I'm sleeping. So I found this bridge on Flamingo Street that you go, it's like a really big fucking bridge, and then there was like a little like nook in there where you like crawl up, because on one side of the bridge it came to a hill.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
there was
I know
a little nook in there.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And there was like a little flat part in that nook that was like perfect to sleep under. So I did that, but then the tunnels are right outside of there.
Oh, okay.
And I brought this girl, Icious, that I met on the Greyhound out there.
Was she black?
Yeah. No, she's Irish.
I can tell by the name. Go ahead. Nothing against black people.
Well, I met her on the
I said that nicely.
I met her on the Greyhound, and she was like drinking vodka or gin or something. Right when we were about to get to Vegas, she was throwing a whole fit on the whole Greyhound, like giving the driver problems and bitching about everything all the time. But right when we're getting into Vegas, she offers me something to drink.
Oh.
So, and then she gets my number, and she didn't have a phone, or my phone was turned off. I don't know. We exchanged contact information somehow, but she wound up getting me a phone and clothes and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hear from her for like a week. And then all of a sudden she hit me up. And so we started hanging out. She got mad at her dad. So she left there and stayed the night with me under the bridge. And then, so there's other people living under the bridge further down too. And then, so the next day, I'm talking to the guy because the guy came over. He's like, did you bring a girl under here? And then as I'm talking to him, some other dudes coming down.
Welcome to my hotel.
Yeah. My lovely abode.
Yeah.
And then some other dude's coming down that lives in the tunnels. He's like, so you've been sleeping in there? I was like, yeah. And he goes back to the tunnels, and then that night I wake up, everything's just filled with smoke, and I can't breathe, and I hear footsteps running away. I'm like, motherfucker. So I gotta get out of that nook and run out of the bridge, and they lit these rubber mats on fire right outside the nook.
Shit.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I guess they're mad that I have a nice spot and they live in the tunnels or what. I don't know.
You invaded their space.
Yeah. And then, so I started sleeping in these bushes on Flamingo Street. Like, there's like this, they got the big, like, mulched areas with a tree and a bunch of bushes on the side by the sidewalk. So I'd crawl back there and sleep. And I found half a gallon of Tito's vodka on the strip.
Shit.
So I brought that back and I just chug it until I fucking got drunk enough to pass out every night, and someone stole that. And I was like,
damn, man.
I can't. And then there was this conspiracy amongst all the homeless people in Vegas. Those tunnels, they open the flood and just drown everybody every couple of years.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And the cops don't even go down there. They're like killing each other and doing all this crazy shit down there. It's complete anarchy.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different style of life.
Yeah. And fucking, so I remember, fighting with all a bunch of people. There's, different groups, and we'd all be fighting for different corners to panhandle at and stuff. And they were trying to tell me, like, oh, yeah, there's a van coming around just picking up people and telling them they'll take them somewhere, and we never see them again. And I was like, well, I'm trying to get enough money to get the fuck out of here. This place sucks. I'm leaving. Like, you can't get out of here. There's no way out. And I was like,
holy
whatever,
shit.
Dude. And then the cops started fucking with me. I was trying to get enough money for a plane ticket here, but I couldn't. And then the cops started fucking with me, not letting me panhandle anymore.
Oh, poor guy.
All I could afford at that point was a Greyhound to California, so I just went there. Like, fuck this place. They started kicking me out of casinos. Every time I walked into one, they just rush me and be like, you need to leave. Yeah, well, I had a flannel that got a tear in it, right?
Oh,
So I started
okay.
looking like I was dingy,
Right.
and they rushed me. I tried to like sneak in, like they got like the doors. It's like half outside, half inside.
Right.
I tried to like sneak in, plug my phone in the outlet, and just sit there long enough for it to charge a bit, so I could use my phone. And they'd be a bunch of Asian guys running up to me. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Use them fucking crazy homeless people, eh?
Yeah, well, plus, if you're not spending money, even when I first got there, if it looks like you're not putting money into the machines at
Mm-hmm.
all times, they kick you out. Like, if you are not spending money every minute you're in there, they try to get you out of there.
Man, I was surprised first time I went to one of the casinos for breakfast with my buddy Moose when I met out there, and geez, man, I didn't believe the amount of food. They said they
Oh,
lose their
yeah.
money up the ass on their food, but they make it up,
In the
in the
casinos.
casinos. But yeah, I didn't, I ordered like two things. Jesus Christ, those fucking plates are just full, man.
Yeah, and they got the buffets and stuff, the
Yeah.
all-you-can-eat stuff.
I mean, I'm glad I was going to order three things, man, but I'm glad I didn't because, man, they just piled that food on, man. I didn't believe it. It was good, too. Went there to breakfast. It was Arizona Charlie East, I think it was. There's an Arizona Charlie's East and there's an Arizona Charlie's West. I think it was at the East one.
What I used to do is every morning get up and every time you go into a new casino, you could get a casino card, and they usually do whatever you win, you get paid out triple of what you would have
No shit.
for your first play of anything in
Okay,
the
if you
casino.
got that card.
And it's only like if you play a hand of blackjack, it's only that first hand. If you win something, then it triples. So what I'd do is every morning I'd go into a new casino, get the casino card, go to the roulette table, and just put $20 on black. And then every morning it worked. It would
Wow.
fall on black, and I'd wind up with $60. And then I'd go to Denny's or In-N-Out or something and get food.
Wow, that's
That
pretty
worked
cool.
for a month straight. You know?
God damn. There's a girl, and I lived in an apartment. There was a girl upstairs named Rose, and anytime she never. That's I don't think it was before we had the gambling here. She'd go to Canada, go to the casino, but only when she needed something. Like one time her sister needed a washer or a dryer, one of the two, and she went to the casino and won some money, bought her sister a washer or dryer, whatever it was. And another time she needed a car, and she went over to the casino, won like 10 grand. But she said she never went unless she needed anything, and every time she needed anything, she went to the casino and she'd win.
That's so crazy.
But she said she never abused it, She just said only when she needed something.
I guess when Andrew Dice Clay was, coming up as a comic, that's how he made all of his money was blackjack.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said as soon as anyone else came to the table, he left.
Well,
He'd only play if it was just him and the dealer.
Well, him and that Little Miss Muppet or Muffet joke, how did that go? Little Miss Muffet sounded like oh yeah, and he said something out. The spider said,
Go fuck yourself, or
yeah, or something bitch.
yeah.
Something or other. Well, I heard that when I was like 10 years old, and then I said, that's not an original joke. That's been around for years, man. What's in the bowl, bitch? That was it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Little Miss Muffet. It was the Three Bears or.
He had a bunch of them.
But yeah, that one I heard when I was like 10 years old. I said, that's not nothing new, but for some reason I liked them sometimes and sometimes I didn't.
You gotta listen to the album, The Day the Laughter Stopped. And, because he was so fucking dirty. And, he did this little club. There's The Day the Laughter Died and The Day the Laughter Died Part 2. He's going up in front of a crowd that doesn't know they're seeing a dirty comic.
Oh, okay.
And he's just, they're all getting up and walking out. And he's talking shit to them. It's the best shit ever. Rogan fucking mentioned that on his podcast, that's the first thing he heard of Andrew Dice, or he heard it one time. He's like, this is fucking hilarious, because the crowd's not laughing.
Yeah.
They're all disgusted. And he just keeps going harder, and he's talking to some family that comes in about the dad fucking his daughter and all this shit. It's fun. Listened to it a couple weeks ago. Again, it's so goddamn
Well, just
funny.
like that, how do you make a baby cry twice?
Yeah.
I told that joke to people and they just stared at me, man.
Yeah.
You know. I said, how do you make a baby cry twice? And they said, how? I said, well, after you're done fucking them in the ass, you wipe your shitty bloody dick on their teddy bear, and they just looked at me, and I'm laughing and shit, and they didn't think that. Ouch! God damn it! I always do that. It's like one of those. You ever see those Chinese handcuffs?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's like. I'm not doing that no more. I'll do this, like I'm praying. Yeah, I know. I go to that church every Wednesday for that community meal, and they'll ask. They'll like to before the first. They'll ask if there's any prayer requests, and sometimes when there's a lot, I get, man, come on, I want to fucking eat, man. You know. Well, pray for my sister Jill. She fell down last week and got a black eye, which her husband probably did to her. You know, and she's not feeling good. And then somebody else gets. And then like 5 minutes goes by and they're saying, no, fucking didn't eat all day. I'm fucking hungry, man, you know? And then they'll give a fucking, they read something out of the Bible and goes, geez, come on, man. Then after that, then they say another prayer and I'm, oh, God, let's eat, man, you know? Then they eat, and then we eat. They always have good food, man. Remember one time, I don't like hot dogs. I don't do hot dogs very often, not at all. I don't like hot dogs. And they even had hot dogs one time. I said, I'll take a bite. I looked at it and it didn't have grease oozing out of it or anything, you know. I've eaten hot dogs before and there's like gristle and shit in them and stuff, man. And I took a bite and I said, not that bad, you know. So I ended up eating a whole fucking hot dog. It was pretty good. I don't know where they got them from, but they were good ones. But I've never had a bad meal there yet. You know, and for some reason they like me. They're always giving me shit. I went in there last week and they gave me some fucking, or 2 weeks ago, and they gave me a 3-pack of the boxer briefs I like to wear.
Yeah.
But they're weird. Maybe it's because I got them from there. But they're weird. They fit perfectly in the front, but the back, it's like they didn't, I don't know, the back hangs down low like to the crack. You'll have them pulled up like the normal width or length, and then the back just like sags. Maybe for those guys that wear the baggy pants, you know, way down low. And I'm going to try a different pair of them, but they look real. I mean, they're inexpensive. You know, they're a brand name. I don't know if they're Hanes or something. No, it's a different brand. But they're, you know,
Do they still make big baggy pants like that? I don't think that died a while ago now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I still see a lot of black guys wearing them.
Really?
Yeah, their pants hanging way down low and shit. I mean, some of these motherfuckers, I don't even see how they keep their fucking pants on. I mean, they're down by the cheeks of their fucking ass and they're constantly pulling them up. I mean, they take 2 steps and, I mean, just let them fucking fall down and trip, you dumb fuck, you know? That looks at it. Plus, I remember back in I think it was the 90s. I don't know if you remember these guys or not. They were called, 2 young kids, they were called crisscross.
Oh, you told me about them, yeah.
Yeah, they wear their pants backwards with the pockets hanging out. The pocket linings hanging out. That's so they can unzip the back and let somebody fuck them in the ass, you know? That was so fucking dumb. And a lot of young kids were doing that. Yeah, they were called crisscross. And they were, I don't know, they looked like they were like 11 or 12 or some shit, dumb fuckers. They made a lot of money, I guess, so gotta hand it to them. Yeah, I've been watching that Myron Gaines quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
He just tells it like it is. These libs get so pissed off at him, man. Especially the women when they lose the argument. Oh, fuck you, and then they walk away. Or this one guy come up to him and said, all right, I know you're trans. He says to Myron, I know you're trans, but let's start the conversation. I know you're trans, and you ain't had a woman in years, and blah, 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 you know, and just talking shit, you know.
Remember when that one kid tried to curse Charlie Kirk and started coughing blood?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was no, he wasn't cursing at him. He put a curse on Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And then he started coughing, and then a bunch of blood came out. And this was for real too. It wasn't fake.
Yeah.
And they ended up calling the EMS.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that. Now it's like a viral clip all over.
Yeah, yeah. He fucking put a curse on Charlie Kirk, and then he got paid back, dude. He's fucking coughing up blood. Yeah, everybody thought it was fake at first, and then it wasn't fake. It was for real. That's what you get up for putting a curse on somebody. Your curse did a lot of good. Just curse his fucking self. I think he said he was a Satanist or some shit. Satan pulled a double dipper on him, man. These people. I don't believe how stupid these libtards are, man. God damn. The shit they believe. Men can get pregnant. Oh, yes. Man can't fucking get pregnant, you dumb fucker. Well, trans men can. They're not a man, they're a fucking woman. And there's people my fucking age are backing this shit up. I mean, I'm old school, but, and I'm not, you know, like, I guess like years ago I would be considered like, I don't know, a liberal maybe, but old school liberal maybe, you know, just like that.
But even the liberals of the 90s are more conservative than conservatives are today.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, and like that one girl, I don't want to say what she is, but that one girl I talked to, she would start talking about that shit, you know, and hang on, I forgot to finish my coffee, I forgot what I was going to say. We started talking about something, and she didn't have an answer for it. But she's, you know, she's for that transgender shit, and, you know, girls don't have dicks. Guys have dicks. Oh no, they don't. She's a man, or he's a man. Like that Lyft driver I had that time, that clinic I used to go to. They provided a van to go back and forth. You know, that's why I went with them, because they picked me up and took me home. You know, I didn't have to drive, especially in the winter. You know. And I get this Lyft driver on the way home. When the vans are all in use, they'll call a Lyft to take you home. That Lyft driver, God, she was fucking. We started talking, and for some reason the transgender shit came up. And then she's talking about, oh, my nephew, he's so happy. Oh, my nephew was so happy. He's just so happy anymore. Before he was just, you know, not happy, and he was down in the dumps, and now he's so happy. I figured he's fucking trans, you know. So I start talking, and she said something about, well, he's trans. I said, yeah, I fucking figured that, you know. And then she was talking about, I said, well, I said, I'm no scientist and no doctor, but I said, my thought about this whole thing is, okay, your nephew is actually your niece. She thinks she's a guy, and I said, so, which she is not. But I said, your subconscious mind, this is just my thoughts, that your subconscious mind is arguing with your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is saying, I'm a woman, I'm a man, and your subconscious mind is saying, no, you're not, you're a woman. You know, so there's a constant conflict there.
Well, I don't even think it's the subconscious and conscious. I think they're just some adult in their life is telling them. Yeah. You know, trying to push them into it.
Well, the teacher, that's what the sickening part of this shit is. The teachers are doing that. Mm-hmm. The teachers. Because that one kid, there was an interview between this guy and his son. And he went to pick him up from school, or from his wife, the ex-wife, to spend the weekend or whatever. And he had a dress on. And he asked his son, do you like wearing dresses? No. He said, well, Mommy makes me wear it. And my teacher in school makes me take off my other clothes and puts a dress on me and saying I'm a girl.
I seen one, the mom took the kid in to get a sex surgery, get the dick chopped off or whatever, and the kid was crying, saying they don't want to. It's like, yes, you do, shut up. It's like, The fuck?
I know.
How does a doctor fucking sleep at night, you know?
Any doctor who does that should be fucking put in jail.
Yeah.
And
Worse.
now, well, didn't some law get passed where they can't do the surgery on minor children anymore?
I think so. I don't know.
I sure hope so, man. That's out and out child abuse, man. And especially if the kid don't want it. That one dumb bitch there, they had a bunch of little kids playing. I'm talking about toddlers, you know, one and a half, 2 years old. And if one kid picks up a girl's doll that was, he was playing with a truck or something, then he picked up a doll. Oh, he's trans. He's trans. They're gonna go in there. They're talking about getting his dick chopped off and stuff. 2 years old, 2 fucking years old, talking about taking him to get his dick chopped off because he picked up a fucking doll. Well, kids will play with any fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, a girl will play with a truck. You know, I mean, this shit's fucked up and out of hand. But somebody's got a grip on it. These doctors, man, and the parents should be put in jail.
Could you? I couldn't imagine being a parent and thinking like to do that. Yeah, that just goes.
Well, one time I turned on YouTube and there was a gender reveal party, and so there's this big like a curtain or whatever, and I thought it was going to be a little kid or something. It's a kid about 16 years old, a guy, and he's dressed up like a girl, and Dad's all happy and smiling. Yeah, that's my girl. And a lot of these trans women, they still look like ugly guys. Like that Lily Tino.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, he's no matter what. Like one time he had some surgery, facial surgery, supposed to make him look more like a woman. He still looks like an ugly fucking guy. And all he does is go to restaurants. He said he's a food critic, but all he does is seeing if he can get free food because the staff misgenders him.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like an ugly fucking guy with a wig on or longer hair. And other than that, he looks just like an ugly guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not a trace of looking like a woman at all. But then he gets misgendered. He said it's like a knife in the heart when somebody calls me sir. Fuck you, somebody should put a knife in your fucking heart, you stupid fuck. No matter what that guy does, he's never going to look like a fucking woman. He's going to look like an ugly fucking guy. And the thing is, he gears all this shit towards children. I mean, he's at Disney World. He's getting sued, too. He went into the bathroom at Disney and was recording in the bathroom. And you're not supposed to do that. And then he was talking about, oh, I don't want no little kids to see me, blah, 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 blah. But he gets outside, you know, on a table, and he's got a corn dog, and then he's got a donut. You know, and he says, well, I am going to the hospital because I have a hot dog that I don't want anymore. So they're going to take the hot dog, and then he kind of rips it open. He said they're going to take the hot dog apart, and then they're going to make it into a donut. And he's telling this shit to little kids. That sick motherfucker, man. They ought to put him in fucking public, strap him to a pole and cut his fucking dick off if he's got one left. You know? I don't know what's wrong with people. When did that start? Like the 2010 or so, or when it got
it started kind of creeping in around there, but still. It didn't like go full force until like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I don't remember, you know.
Or actually, like 2020 is when it blew up. Because even when I was in LA, a tranny was just some fucking cross-dresser on meth running around the street, you know.
I mean, when they start cutting dicks off and shit, and cutting girls' tits off. I watched a thing where these chicks that got their tits cut off and shit. Now they're like into that. The one girl said she was 13 when she started thinking about it, and then her mom took her when she was 14 and got her breast removed. Now she wants to have a baby and wants to breastfeed, and she can't. You know?
Yeah, that'll happen if you cut your tits off.
Yeah. Oh, she can get fake tits, but they're not going to work like a real one, you know? And, dude, I try to understand this shit, and I just can't. I mean, I racked my brain inside and out to try to figure out why people do that.
It's just mass psychosis.
Yeah, it's like a virus, the woke brain virus, you know, they call it. But I don't see how somebody can do that to their own fucking kid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like Like one of them podcast, I don't know, it was Myron or something, some one of them guys said, well, if I was a person that, identified as a handicapped person and I didn't want any legs, could I just go get my legs cut off?
Remember we watched a video where one guy did do that?
Yeah.
He wanted to be paralyzed.
Yeah, oh yeah. Motherfucker always used to go around in a wheelchair. Didn't he get his legs cut off or something?
Something like that.
Somebody did it for him. What a fucking idiot, man. Yeah, he identified as being paralyzed. Then when you reverse their thoughts, then, oh no, you can't do that. You know, like I don't know an example to use right off, but they do it in reverse, and oh, you can't do that. Well, why not? I can. Oh, I think it was Pierce Morgan. I think asked somebody if he can. He said, well, I identify as a black lesbian. Well, you can't do that. Well, why not? If you can identify as a woman when you're a man, why can't I? Well, that's transracial. You can't do that. It's the same fucking principle, man. It's the same fucking thing. Oh, you can't do that. When it goes against their logic, then you can't do that.
Yeah.
Or it's wrong. But as long as everything fits into their fucking box and everything is just fine, The minute you disagree with them, then that's a major problem. After they're saying you can identify, that's what the bitch did at Privy. Well, you can identify as anything you want. And that's when Pierce Morgan says, okay, I identify as a black lesbian. Well, you can't do that. You're white. Well, he said you can identify as anything you want. You just said that. And I identify as a black lesbian. Well, you can't do that. That's not. There's always a fucking stupid reason why you can't do something. Now, I smoked almost a whole pack of cigarettes since I've been here. Fuck it. I keep saying I'm going to slow down, and I don't.
Oh, you should look into the camera and say something that we could put at the end of the song.
Oh, okay.
Like introduce yourself and tell them to fuck off or
Yeah.
get fucked or something.
Yeah, if you don't like this song, just fuck right off. Yeah, I'll do that in a few minutes here. I hope this works. I try putting right here, this always, right at the end, it always missing tobacco. And I even put a whole bunch of tobacco right at the end of the machine there so it don't do this. The government would pay my Social Security a little bit more money. Cracks me up. I got a $62 a month raise on my Social Security this year. And I think we got a 2% raise or 2.5% raise. And then they raised the Medicare, I think it was 6%, they raised the Medicare. And then my lot rent went up fucking $50 a month. So there goes just between those two, there went my raise. Well, excuse hell out of me. Where'd that go now? Oh, thank you. I was smoking off the floor. Fucking, I ate a popsicle, part of that popsicle off the floor upstairs, so I don't think that's going to kill me at all. Remember that one time I was living in those apartments. In the kitchen, the hot water heater was electric, and it was right at underneath the end of the counter, And so this, well, it was my ex-wife. When we were going out, she come over one time, and my cat, which cat was that? I forgot her name now. Had her for years. But I even put a towel up there for her because she used to like the Angel, my cat Angel. She used to lay right on the counter there, right above the hot water heater, And it was a nice, warm, cozy place. She was all in a corner, so it was kind of secluded and stuff. I even took a big, thick towel and made her a bed right there. And Sue comes over and says, I'm in the living room. She said, boy, this can cause problems around here. I said, what are you talking about? It can cause problems. I go, what? The cat is laying on the counter. I said, this is her place as well as mine. I said, she can lay anywhere she fucking wants to lay and do anything she wants to do because this is her place as well as mine. And I said, I never fucking died of a disease yet from her. I said, so just shut up. And it's my business what I do in my place. And it's her business too, what she does in this place, because it's hers too. So I said, there's no kind of problem that's going to be caused around here because there's nothing to have a problem about. And she shut up and never bothered me again about it. Well, yeah, this can cause problems. You get the fuck out if you think it's going to cause a problem.
You know, and as soon as you like give in to that, they don't respect you anymore.
Oh,
The relationship's
hell no.
over.
No, oh yeah. Yeah, the minute they can run over you of something, they can run over you once, they'll try it all the
It's
time.
like every time they try to buy you stupid clothes and shit,
Oh.
if you wear them, you're fucked.
This one chick, Debbie, I went out with when I was going out shopping, and she picks out this fucking shirt. Oh, this will look good on you. It was like something a preppy would wear, and it was like, there was like 4 different color stripes, like a black one, a gray one, a green one, and a yellow. It looked like a faggot flag or something. Oh, this will look really good on you. I said, no, it wouldn't. He said, well, yeah, that's your problem. You don't like anything as long as you don't like nothing. As long as it's black or it has skulls on it, you won't wear it. And I said, you're absolutely right. Because most of my shirts have skulls on them. And then I like wearing all black all the time. I like it, And she was pissed because I wouldn't buy some stupid fucking preppy shirt. Fuck you, I ain't wearing that. And then the minute if I did, then she's going to start picking out clothes for me, and then, fuck you, I wear what I want. I remember with that Vicky bitch when I was going out with her when I first started, me and Dale, Larry, we went in the basement and practiced for a whole fucking year before we went out and played. We got pretty damn good, and then she starts telling me I can't wear tank tops when I play. Go fuck you, I'll wear anything I want. In fact, I'd get so hot sometimes I'll just take my shirt off because it would start sticking to me and shit, so I'll just take my damn shirt off. Used to piss her off, but fuck you. I'll never forget that one time I was playing, it was funny as hell. Fucking did some licking and then something else, and I fucking hit my cymbal, my craft cymbal. Fucking drumstick broke, the one part of the drumstick, and had a real sharp end on it, and the tip of the stick fucking stuck me right in the fucking chest, man. Was flopping around when I'm playing, man. I said, oh, this looks fucking cool, man. Fucking bleeding. Not real bad, but there's a blood trail going down my chest and shit. There's a piece of drumstick hanging out of me, man. It looks so fucking cool. Yeah, a lot of fun playing, man. Oh, there's so many stories, man. So many stories. That's it, man. Some of them places were fucking weird. I didn't like. We played in this one place called Pop's Pub in Wyandotte, and it wasn't like a. It was like a hardcore southern kind of a bar, And Tommy Trapp, some guy wanted to beat him up. Well, the fucker painted his nails black, and like where the bones are to your fingers, he painted those black. They wanted to beat him up, and then what I didn't like of where I was set up, there was a big opening, like a big square opening, probably about 3 by 5 foot. And then right behind me was that opening, and then behind that was a pool table. And I didn't want nobody throwing a cue ball or a fucking ball at me and hit me in the head or whack me in the head with a fucking stick or something. I was really uncomfortable about that. That place was crazy, man.
Yeah, my dad didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. Painted my nails black in high school. He would not talk to me, wouldn't give me dinner, nothing.
Tommy Trash would do that in the wrong place, instead of doing them like on the,
like the punk clubs.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of doing it at those places, he would do it sometimes at a local bar, man. Them people hated that shit. I remember one time we played at this place, it was called Captain Ahab. I think they changed the name to Schooners after a while, but that was a rough-ass fucking bar. And he had the same typical shit on, and then his bodyguard was outside in the parking lot getting high, and some biker guy come up and slapped him across the face, man. And he didn't have his bodyguard. That guy would have whipped his bodyguard's ass too. But then there were 2 different bike clubs that were in there that night. And dude, right on the fucking dance floor, right in front of the fucking stage, this one guy, he beat the shit out of this fucking other biker. And he grabbed him by the hair and shit. He had part of the guy's hair and scalp with the scalp attached in his fucking hand. He fucking waving around like he's proud and shit. I go, oh, motherfucker. And some other guy that had a big patch of hair missing and a bald spot there and bleeding. He says he's going to go home and get a gun and come back with some more boys. I go, oh, fuck, I don't want to get shot, man, you know. So we made it out of there before anything happened. That bar was crazy, man. That was crazy.
What bar was that?
It was called, that time it was called Captain Ahab's, and then it was called Schooners after that. It was right on Biddle Street, which is actually Jefferson. Wyandott's so fucking weird, they got to change it. You know, they got to have their own power plant, and every time it fucking had a thunderstorm, the power would go out. I remember at work sometimes, man, people would go home because the power would go out for longer than an hour, that people can go home if they wanted. People couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there, you know. Yeah, the power would go out all the time. Shit in the braising furnace would have to be remade because it got all fucked up and stuff. And then I remember my buddy John lived in Wyandotte, and they were having some kind of vote to have some religious channel or some other kind of channel on their local cable, and the religious channel won because there was a lot of Polish people in Wyandotte who were Catholic, you know. And they ended up, religious show won. He was all pissed off. Like I said, they got their own power plant. I think they got their own cable company.
Yeah, their own internet.
Yeah, they got their own internet too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they always got to be different from everybody else. None of their shit works where the fuck either.
Well, it does now.
Oh.
Like when I lived in Wyandotte, there was never any problems.
Oh, okay.
I remember there was some kind of power out in Wyandotte was the only one that stayed open because of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember when that time the power went out over the whole eastern United States.
Yeah, I think that might have been. Maybe it was that.
Yeah, it could have been, but I remember when that happened, my power was only out for 8 hours, came right back on. Everybody else.
When was that? That was like 5 years ago or something?
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 8.
Wait, are you talking about when there was a brownout?
Well, no, I'm talking about the whole all the power in the whole eastern United States went out. And might have to ask Grok later. And yeah, the whole eastern seaboard. I mean, you're talking all the New England states and Michigan and I think Ohio, maybe the Ohio. I know it was part of Ohio or part of something, but yeah, all the power went out. My power came. Some people were without power for 2 weeks, man. My power came back within an 8-hour period.
Are you talking about the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was I remember our power was out for a couple weeks.
Well, it was, yeah, well, it had to be, I moved in there in 2002, so it had to be after that sometime. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I was like 9 or 10.
Okay. Yeah, but people were bitching, man. And like I said, you know, that power goes out every once in a while, but my power always came back on pretty much right away. And I don't know why, if we were on some different circuit or what, but yeah, my power was on in 8 hours, man. I said, fuck yeah. Because my refrigerator started to get a little bit warm. I was starting to worry because I just did my grocery shopping for the month.
Well, that's what I remember about is my parents going out and getting those styrofoam fucking coolers and putting ice in it for all of our food and shit.
Yeah.
Our power was out for at least a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you ever need any candles for an emergency, I got, man, ouch. God damn, I did it again.
You did it again.
Fuck. I kept doing that, man. Used to praying when I was a kid. That's what I get for being a fucking Catholic.
Maybe you should pray to have slippery fingers.
Yeah. Maybe grease my fingers up, man. I got to go October to get fingers stuck up my ass again. Piss doctor.
Oh, I thought you meant an orgy.
I'd rather go to an orgy. Oh, I remember I was at quite a few different orgies. I used to have orgies in my apartment. That was so much fun, man. These girls weren't shy at all. They were young. I mean, not young, but old enough, but, you know. And they'd do all kinds of weird shit to each other and stuff. I used to like that. Yeah, there used to be orgy night every once in a while or whatever. It used to be so much fun. One time I was I had this girl over and she had her sister with her. And then she told me, she says, well, she sent her sister out to get some more beer. And she said, when she answered the door with no clothes on. I said, okay. So I did that. That was weird. She's playing with her own sister titties while that was one crazy day, man. She told me her sister was a model, but she wasn't that pretty. I mean, she wasn't pretty enough to be a model. She was okay, but wasn't pretty. Well, come to find out, she did like hands and feet modeling. There's some models, they just do their hands or their feet, I guess she had good looking feet and good looking hands. Her face wasn't all that good look. I mean, like I said, she was okay, but on a scale, like, she'd be like a 4 or something, maybe a 5, 4.5, 5. And she said her sister was a model. I went, what? And then she told me, her sister told me later that she was modeled hands and feet model. I don't remember what her feet looked like. I wasn't looking at I was looking at her titties, and that's another thing too. I was glad when girls start shaving their pussies, man. That one little girl, she was hot as fuck. God damn, she was beautiful, man. She had a big old giant fucking bush down there, man. I needed a weed whacker to get all the fucking hair out of my mouth and my fucking teeth and shit. It'd be all stuck in there and shit. God damn, dude. Can I get one more of those, man? I gotta quit smoking so much. I keep saying that, but I sit there the other night. I said, I'll have one more cigarette tonight, and then I'll try to go to bed or fall asleep. I smoked that one, and a little while later, I smoked another one. I says, I'll smoke part of this, smoke a pipe full, weed. So I smoked a little bit, and I had another cigarette. I had like 4 cigarettes when I said I was only have part of one. I guess I'm just frustrated all the time, and I smoke.
It just goes with so many things. Like after you eat, have to have a cigarette.
Well, after sex, definitely.
And then with coffee.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And I drink coffee all day, every day. So coffee and tea.
This is the first time I've drank this much coffee in a long. I've never drank this much coffee in ages, man. So I had a big giant cup, and a cup that's a little bit bigger than this one, I think, at home. Then I had that first cup of coffee, and then the second one. Yeah, I had like over twice what I usually have in a day. I used to drink 2 cups in the morning, and then I just started doing 1. I was used that like that Splenda sweetener stuff, I think it's that. It's not aspartame. It's supposed to be made out of. It's made from real sugar, I think, but without all the calories and shit in it. Because they say those artificial sweeteners are bad for you. Well, sugar, but sugars are worse, I think.
I don't know if it's worse because the artificial sweeteners aren't natural.
Right. Well, I read that their body doesn't know what to do with them.
Yeah. And then, but sugar is bad for you, but then they got this stuff called stevia.
Oh, yeah, I've used that before. They got that at that church.
My uncle showed me that shit when I was a teenager. That's when the first time I ever ate real eggs, drank real milk, and tasted real honey, or even seen real honey. I remember because he used to go up to the Amish and buy his food and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he poured some white powder in my hand, and he's like, "Taste that. What's that taste like?" It's like sugar. He's like, "No, that's stevia. It's a sweetener, but it's good for you." And then the honey. I was like, what the fuck is that? Why is it all chunky? And, it didn't look like the stuff that comes in a little bear.
Yeah.
And it tasted so much better.
Well, that stuff that comes in a little bear, it's, what do they call that shit?
It's imitation honey.
Yeah. But it's got a name, not that, fuck. The fuck's the name of that shit? I forgot the name of it right off. I'll think of it in a minute. Because if I think about something else and I think about this again, I may remember. But yeah, it's got what do they call that sugar? It's like sugar water and stuff. It's in all kinds of shit. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, they'll use that shit. And you know what clover honey is? Because I know a lot of those.
I bought that before.
What's it made from? I mean, the bees feed off clover flowers?
I guess so, yeah. I didn't like it though. Like I tried to use it in my tea, and it's just.
Well, I should have put some of that honey in my coffee.
Yeah.
I should have done that. And there's a big difference in real shit and fake shit.
Yeah, man. Well, the thing is he bought me a dozen organic eggs and then a gallon of organic milk, and I hated it. But then the next week when all that was gone, I went to the store, bought regular eggs and milk, and I couldn't even eat it. I was like, God damn it, it doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, when you used to one thing and you have another, you
Yeah.
know. And
But you could taste how like fucked up it was, like from the store, that stuff. After eating the real stuff, which I didn't even like when I started eating it, and then when I was out of eggs and the milk, and I went and bought the regular store stuff, I was like, Jesus, this is terrible.
Well, my buddy Big Mike used to live across the street. He died at a young age too. He died like at 42 or something. He got bit by a fucking centipede one time. Fucking put him. He damn near died from a centipede bite. Mike was a big dude, man. He was like probably about 6'1", 6'2", maybe. And he was just a big dude, man. And yeah, a fucking little tiny centipede bit him. He almost died.
You hear about them ticks that are making everyone allergic to meat now?
No. Mike, go ahead.
Well, now they have these ticks. There's, what is it, 450,000 people now that can't eat red meat for the rest of their life. They'll break out and they get allergic to red meat from these ticks.
My half-sister the other day, she called me. I think it was on her arm somewhere. She said she had like a little scab. And she said she like itched it, scratched it. And she said it started moving. I said, what? She said, yeah, the scab started moving. And then she said it was a tick. And I guess if you squash them, it releases all that shit that releases all their digestive juices and all that. And that's what can cause that Lyme disease and shit. She's a little worried
that
now.
disease is named after the city of the lab that put that in ticks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I found that out recently. That's a bioengineered thing. They bioengineered these ticks to carry the disease. Yeah, and then they named the disease off of, I think it's Lyme, New Mexico, or Lyme, Arizona, something like that.
I never knew that, dude.
They named it. I was like, I thought that was just a natural thing, but it turns out it was bioengineering.
Oh, I never knew that.
And then, now that they have these ticks that are making people allergic to meat, guess who's coming out with fake meat? Bill Gates. So he's probably funding the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, who was that created a program or something for the computer, and then
that was Bill Gates. He invented viruses so he could sell antivirus software.
Yep.
That's why Apples don't get viruses.
Oh,
because Bill Gates, he owns Microsoft.
Right.
They only affect his computers. He made it for his computers so he could sell them.
Made a shit ton of money too.
Yeah, but now he's doing that with fucking genetics and bioengineering and shit.
Well, I remember one time I was hungry and I was at Family Dollar, I think it was. It's a long time ago. And I said, they had these frozen sandwiches and they had a frozen cheeseburger. Dude, I started reading the back. I mean, the whole back of the package was just all the ingredients. It should have just said like
cow.
100%, yeah, put cow or whatever on there. Well, it started listing beef hearts.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.